Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. And I know, you were expecting some Vorpal Sword action in standard 2022 today, but this week something magical happened. Something truly against the odds. Minotaurs, headlined by Sethron, my namesake. Most people don't know this, but my middle name is actually Ron, so I'm fully convinced that this card was named after me. But my namesake Minotaur came through with Didgeridoo to 5-0 a Legacy League, and I think that's a sign from the Minotaur gods that we gotta play this deck. So we're pushing Vorpal Sword back a week. Don't worry, it's still coming, because Vorpal Sword is also really sweet, but that'll be our next episode. But today, we're gonna play some Legacy, and we're gonna see if my namesake Sethron, along with Niheb. Thankfully, I think it was bugged on Arena, right? It should be good on Magic Online, but our infamously bugged Niheb, the Eternal Commander All-Star, Morag of all things, can actually show up and do work in Legacy with Didgeridoo to cheat them into play as quickly as possible in Urza Saga to find the Didgeridoo consistently. So we're gonna play some Legacy. Let's jump into our games and see it in action. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. If you're expecting Vorpal Sword, don't worry, it's still coming. And yeah, let's play some Legacy. Looking for some sweet new Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms cards? Well, you can order them now from our sponsor Card Kingdom by heading over to cardkingdom.com. Minotaur time. Sethron Minotaurs. Ooh, we gotta keep this. We will keep. Wow. This is very interesting. Very interesting. The Zakum Warrior is kind of... As much as I love MDFCs, and it is a Minotaur, it is kind of messing up our curve here. I think we just got to play Didgeridoo. And then if we draw an untapped land, we can Didgeridoo and Niheb into play. If we don't, then I guess we got to wait an extra turn. Niheb would be nice. Like, getting in a hit with this to draw a bunch of cards should find us more Minotaurs and hopefully let us win. The other option is just turn one Chalice, but I think, without knowing the matchup, I think we just got to play Didgeridoo. About it. Mountain. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. Burning Inquiry. Well, we will Cavern on Minotaur. Now this is interesting. So this has to be some sort of Madness deck or Hogak deck. Well, let's Chromox. Exile Simian Spirit Guide. And I guess we just pass and start putting Minotaurs into play. Yeah. Opponent discards their hand. Good news is we can play a big blocker. Like, they are going to get to draw 3 with this Anxious Ravager, but we're gonna have a big ol' Niheb to block it. Opponent goes to combat, attacks. Well, we will Didgeridoo, Niheb. Minotaur 1. Opponent discards draws. We kill the Ravager. Go to 19. Opponent plays a land, cracks it, and Putrid Imp. And gamble something to the graveyard. Ox of Agonis. And plays Ox of Agonis. All right, so opponent had a pretty insane turn. The gamble's big. That lets them get back an Ox and draw a bunch more cards. And play a Lion's Eye Diamond. Well, we will go to combat, attack. Opponent, are we blocking? Boy, the Ox of Agonis was huge. Yes, well, we will Didgeridoo, put Niheb into play, hit our opponent, discard. Do we want to keep a Kum Warrior just to have something to put into play? It isn't one of our best Minotaurs. Yeah, let's keep it. It's something. We draw Didgeridoo. Well, we will put a Kum Warrior into play. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Cracks the Bloodstained Mire. Oh no, we're playing Minotaurs, but they're not winning. Opponent, Faithless Looting, trying to get the Ox back again. Discards an Anger and a Basking Root Walla. Cracks LED. I mean, if they want to get back this Ox, they are going to have to lose the Anger. All right, well, opponent gets back the Ox. Draws a Root Walla. Goes to combat. Attacks. No blocks. Urza Saga is not bad. And I think we just gotta stay on defense for now, unfortunately. Opponent, land, another Root Walla. Well, maybe our opponent is finally done with doing impressive things. Gets in for 1. Sure. We draw land. I'll take up Urza Saga. Play the land. 1, 2, 3. Huh. Yeah, I think we gotta play Didgeridoo. Pass the turn. This does let our opponent know that we're out of cards, but it allows us to start making 4/4s with Urza Saga, which are big enough to block any of these Root Wallas. Opponent, Faithless Looting. Opponent's deck has a lot of velocity. Putrid Imp, Faithless Looting. Cast a hollow one. Sure. And passes. We'll make a construct. Thankfully, we have big creatures that can block. Untap. Ooh, Sethron. Sethron's sweet. You know what? I think we let this go. Float a mana. Get a... Do we want Curse Scroll to shoot down our opponent's stuff? Or a bunch of lifelink? 1, 2. This is what, 3 to activate? Yeah, let's get Curse Scroll. Pass the turn for now. I mean, opponent's out of cards. They can Faithless Looting. Sure. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Cracks the Wooded Foothills. Looting. All right, loots. Opponents play through like most of their deck. Hits an anger. Goes to combat. Well, we will. 1, 2, 3. Didgeridoo. Sethron. We just want to keep drawing Minotaurs. Little known fact, Ron is my middle name, so I'm convinced that they named this card after me. Only Mark Rosewater knows that, actually. We draw a mountain. So we can pump our Minotaurs, make mana. How concerned are we about our opponent getting Ox in the graveyard, though? That's the question. You know, I think we just pass for now. This has developed into... Actually, you know what? Let's Curse Scroll Putrid Imp. This is developed into Minotaur control at the moment. We will name Mountain, kill the Putrid Imp, get rid of the discard outlet, opponent. Lion's Eye Diamond, Burning Inquiry. Gets, oh my god, a Ravager and 2 Vengevines. All right, that's not ideal. Wow, that Burning Inquiry was pretty good for our opponent. Goes to combat, has to attack, discards, draws. Well, we will kill the Ox, we will kill the Ravager. But our opponent's gonna get Vengevines for days, and they can get the Ox back, and they just drew 3. Putrid Imp, double Vengevine. I don't know if we're winning this or not, honestly. Opponent passes, we draw, Morog. Boy, that'd be sweet if we had a land, wouldn't it? Well, we will pass the turn. Actually, I think we need to play the Didgeridoo. Yeah, we gotta play the Didgeridoo to get a card out of our hand. Pass the turn. I don't know how this ends. Opponent, Bloodstained Mire cracks it. Gambles. For an Ox of Agonis. Oh, for a Vengevine. I mean, the only good news is we got all these big blockers. So our opponent's not being able to hit us for much damage, even with all these Vengevines, because our creatures are just bigger than Vengevine for the most part. Opponent, Ox, refuels again. What a wild, weird game. Hollow one for free, gets back a Vengevine. Opponent gambles again, gets a hollow one in the graveyard. I assume they didn't want to discard that, but, well, opponent's doing some math. Here comes the big attack. All right, well, here they come. We will Didgeridoo, Morog into play, make a Minotaur. All right, it is time to block. Okay, so let's think about this. We need to block in a way where we stay alive, but also don't lose things. So block hollow one, block Vengevine, block Vengevine, Basking Root Walla, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we can win on the backswing, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I think that's it. Do the blocking. Opponent pumps, yup. We go to 6. Opponent, Ox of Agonis, again, discards a million Vengevines. Hollow one. Oh, I think we still win. Because 1, 2, 3, Sethron, the namesake, Menace. Yes, has got to do it. Menace up the boys. Oh, come on, Sethron. Oh, an opponent. Oh my goodness. All right, we got there. That was a ridiculous game. Our opponent played through their entire deck. Down to 8 cards, and they were getting back Vengevines and hollow ones, and they were not able to overcome the Minotaurs. Well, that's good news, because that also means we get to bring in Graveyard Hate, which seems kind of absurd against our opponent's deck. So opponent trying to jank us out with the graveyard and madness stuff. Bring in the graveyard hate. Go down. I wonder how good is Chalice? Chalice actually is probably pretty good. You know what doesn't seem great is Rabblemaster. Let's go down the Rabblemaster. Yeah. I feel like Rabblemaster is just going to trade with a Root Walla. And yeah, let's bring in a Pyroclasm. Let's go more. Let's embrace the Minotaur control game plan. Can we get in one more Pyroclasm? Well, Pyroclasm doesn't get rid of everything, does it? It gets rid of the Root Wallas and Putrid Imp. All right, let's try it like that. Well, that went pretty well for the Minotaurs. That was a weird game, but we will take it. Opponent's deck can get off to some really fast starts. Well, okay, we will keep. Hopefully our opponent can't beat us on turn 1 because this Chalice on 1 could do some good things. And we have Didgeridoo with Minotaurs. Opponent, Taiga, LED. All right, opponent's going big. Burning Inquiry. Gets a Blazing Root Walla. Cracks it. Discards a Vengevine. Gets a Blazing Root Walla. Well, we'll see. Maybe we're dead. Opponent hits us for 4. Are we just going to be too slow? Mountain, Didgeridoo, pass. They draw the land so they can double. Oh yeah, they're gonna kill us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then even if we put a Minotaur into play, we're dead. All right, well. Opponent had the right draw that time. Dead before we could even do anything. Huh. Well, this time we're on the play, which should help. Let's go down the curse scroll for another Pyroclasm. All right, we're on the play this time. Hopefully it's us off to the fast start. It's Minotaurs. Minotaurs time for the fast start. Well, good enough. Mountain, Didgeridoo, go. Opponent, Badlands, Putrid Imp. Discards Vengevine. Discards Blazing Root Walla. Gets in for 1 billion. Discards. Oh my goodness, what a start. Discards Anger. So opponent had the perfect start again. We will play Ancient Tomb. Pass the turn. Opponent. Land. Faithless Looting. Discards a Vengevine. Goes to combat. Well, we will Didgeridoo. We're at 12. Sethron, make a Minotaur. Block here, block here. Take the Vengevine beats, down to 8. Opponent passes. I'll play the land, get in with Sethron. Oh, actually, maybe we shouldn't. All their stuff has haste. Yeah, let's pass for now. I'm still very frightened about this anger in the graveyard. Drawing some graveyard hate would be nice. Opponent land, cracks it. 2 cards in hand. What are they? Ravager, to draw some cards. Goes to combat. Attacks. We will Didgeridoo, put Neheb into play. Make a Minotaur. Uh-oh. Okay. Accidentally exiled the Simian Spirit Guide. Opponent discards an Ox, draws 3. Well, we will block, block, block. Okay, opponent's got nothing. That's good. We untap Simian Spirit Guide. So if we double pump, how much damage do we get in for? 6 plus 7, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, not lethal. So in that case, I think we go to combat, hit our opponent with Neheb, discard our entire hand, Didgeridoo. Oh, it's working, Neheb, make a Minotaur, Cavern on Minotaur. Pass the turn. All right, opponent's got to literally kill us here. Can our opponent find a way to deal 6 damage through our Minotaurs? Or else we are winning next turn for sure. Opponent. Not too worried about Vengevines because we can block them. Opponent hits a big game hunter. Well, that's actually kind of an insane hit. Kills a Neheb. Plays a land. Cracks a land. Gets a Badlands. Gets back Ox. Well, we'll see. That big game hunter was big. Literally. Taking down Neheb. Ox triple Vengevine. And gets to draw a bunch of cards. And everything has haste. Exactly enough cards in the graveyard. Opponent discards. Goes to combat. Attacks. Well, we will 1, 2, 3. Didgeridoo. Put a Coom Warrior into play. Make a Minotaur. We will block, block, block. Go to 2. Opponent passes. Menace up the team. Go to combat. Minotaur attack. Sethron. Okay. We got there. Wow, that was close. Well, that actually... That actually kind of shows the power of Legacy Minotaurs. We're putting big bodies into play, big enough to stonewall the Vengevines and the Oxymogonuses. And yeah, it came through. The Minotaurs came through. Well, Didgeridoo. Actually, no, that's a bugle. What's a Didgeridoo? On the next. against the odds time, we are, by surprise, Minotauring in Legacy, and this hand's actually kind of insane. We will keep. We're up against Yarion. Well, I mean, we gotta go big, right? We gotta go for it. Land is a Urza Saga. Didgeridoo. Go. Okay. Here comes Minotaurs. Misty Rainforest. Sure. Opponent cracks it. Birds of Paradise. Well, we take up the Saga. We play the land. We pass the turn. I mean, I guess we could still get comboed, but this is about as fast of a start as our deck can get off to. Opponent. Snow-covered island. It could be a Lurin, and they could be comboing, and then we could just die. Baleful Strix draws a card. So it does look like a Lurin. Opponent. Ponders. Ooh, so the question's going to be, what do we put into play? Probably Nihab to make mana. I mean, it's going to die, but I think it's going to be worth it. So put Nihab into play. Untap. We draw land. We float a mana. We get a... Interesting. So our plan here is we put Morag into play. We attack. We get some mana. We put Sethron into play. Yeah, let's take Curse Scroll. Let's Didgeridoo Morag into play. Go to combat. Attack you. Opponent blocks. Takes 5. We discard Nihab, Chalice, and land. Oh my god, we whiffed on lands. That's awkward. Well, put Sethron into play. Pass the... Oh, please don't combo us off. Please don't allure in us. Prismatic Vesta. Crap, do they just have the 80 card combo dream? We'll see. Land. Oh my god, they do. All right. Well... I don't know how 80 card decks constantly have the combo, but our opponent did. Huh. How do you manage to combo with 80 cards so consistently? Huh. Do we have anything that can stop this combo, or do we just gotta hope they don't have it? Normally, I don't think Pithing Needle actually stops a Lurin. All right, well, boy, we had a good start, too. We just got comboed so quick. Grafdigger's Cage, no. Relic, no. I mean, I guess we just bring in a bit of removal? Go down Shadowsphere. Chalice doesn't seem helpful. Well, all right. I mean, maybe we Pithing Needle, because it can hit the Strix. That is something. You know what? Actually, let's go down a couple Rabble Masters. All right, bring in all the removal. Hope for the best. Hope that they don't draw it. I don't know how they always have it in an 80 card deck. Oh, we got the Didgeridoo, but not nearly enough mana to do anything. All right, this has Didgeridoo and mana. Curse Scroll to the bottom, I think. Yeah, Curse Scroll to the bottom. So turn 1 Didgeridoo. Turn 2, I guess, Nihab most likely. We get to play good big Minotaurs, but a Lurin. We just don't have combo answers, really. Didgeridoo. Wow, opponent has a Force. Okay. Well, now this hand does nothing. Ponders. Okay, so we're gonna need some, some good draws. Come on, Ancient Tombs, more Didgeridoos, Urza Sagas. Something along those lines, or this hand just does literally nothing. Opponent ponders. I mean, I guess we're on the Rabble Master plan. Get rid of Morag, unfortunately, because it's so expensive. Play a Rabble Master. I mean, Rabble Master's good. It's not I don't know if it's enough. Ancient Tomb would be sweet. Opponent passes. Chrome Mox, not so sweet. Well, make a Goblin. Go attacking. Opponent takes it. Down to 13, we pass the turn. Opponent did have to pitch a combo piece, at least, so we got something out of getting wrecked by Force and Negation. Opponent, Icefang Coatl. Well, that's going to take down the Rabble Master. Assuming our opponent has another Snow, something. Living Wish. So I assume they're getting a land? Whoa, Plague Engineer, good golly. Well, there's Urza Saga. Play Urza Saga. Go to combat. Make a dork. Go attack it. No Death Touch. But opponent blocks, goes to 9. Well, we'll see. Opponent is having land troubles. Oh, just kidding. Opponent is not having land troubles. There's a Plague Engineer on Goblin. Opponent passes. Well, tick up. Nihab. Not a Goblin. Go. Pass. Come on. No combo. No combo. Okay, opponent ponders. So we get to put Nihab into play, which is something. Opponent passing. Actually, we draw Ancient Tomb. I think we actually have to kill the Plague Engineer. So tap, search, Curse Scroll. This is awkward, but Curse Scroll, Ancient Tomb, Chrome Mox. Don't exile anything. No. Curse Scroll. Name Neheb. The correct one. Too many Nehebs. Neheb the Eternal. Kill the Plague Engineer. Go to combat. Oh, they need another Quaddle or something. Wow, they have Assassin's Trophy. Okay. Well, that does keep our opponent alive. Hit ya. Oh no. Are they going infinite? Brainstorm. Oh, we gave up our Didgeridoo for that, and our opponent had Assassin's Trophy. Oh, this is so close. Oh, come on. Come on. Hold. The good news is we can win through a blocker, most likely with this Curse Scroll. Opponent, brainstorms. What do they have? Come on, Minotaurs. Come on, Minotaurs. Uro to gain a bunch of life. Oh, but not enough. Yeah, Rabblemaster. Okay, honorary Minotaur Rabblemaster coming through somehow. Well, I mean, I guess that's our recipe for success. Something like that. Maybe we should keep a Graveyard Hate spell just for Uro. Uro is an issue. We are on the draw. Yeah, let's go down the braid, up the... let's go Relic. At least Relic cycles. All right, right like that. All right, Minotaurs fighting and clawing. These combo matchups are scary with Minotaurs just because since we're mono red and our deck is full of Minotaurs, I think we got mulligan this. We don't really have much of a way of interacting with our opponent's combos. Yeah, this is just super slow. Sand can cast Minotaurs. Wow, is there any way this is enough? Our first Minotaur is going to be turn 3. Yeah, we got a mulligan. All right, well, this will keep. We'll put Curse Scroll to the bottom and Big Neheb to the bottom. Well, we'll see. Hand's not great. Opponent, Misty, cracks it. Ponders. So we have an Urza Saga to get a Didgeridoo. That's basically what we're leaning on here. It is a slow way to get it, but maybe it's enough. Opponent ponders, no shovel. Urza Saga, go. Opponent, Misty Rainforest, and passing. Take up the Saga, play a Chrome Mox. Get rid of Sethron, unfortunately. Akum Warrior, go. All right, we need this Urza Saga to go off. Opponent untaps. Upkeep. Cracks the Misty. Snow-covered forest. Land. Uh-oh. What does our opponent have? I mean, Didgeridoo could start putting Minotaurs into play. Uro. That's not ideal. Arbor Elf into play. Well, untap. See what we draw. Sethron. Float a mana. I mean, we gotta play Minotaurs, right? We can't. I don't think we can fight the Uro battle. I think we gotta play Minotaurs. Yeah, get a Didgeridoo. Sethron. Make a Minotaur. Pass the turn. Opponent. So fetch land lets our opponent get back Uro, which is an issue. I mean, we could have got Graveyard Hate, but I don't think we win if we get Relic and don't start playing Minotaurs. That just gives our opponent so much time to find a Lauren and combo off. Green Sun, X3. 4. Drawing a land would be nice. Or XH on our Didgeridoo. All right, well, we really need to draw land now. Opponent passes. We draw land. Land? Okay, there's a land. So play the land. Neheb. Oh! Opponent has Force of Will. No! Oh, no! And now the Uro comes back, and I'm not sure we can beat the Uro. Opponent gets back Uro. Oh... Wow, this was so close for the Minotaurs. About it, Uro. Yeah. Well, apparently Elder Giants might be slightly better than Minotaurs. Gets in, hits us. Yes, we will not block with our no creatures. Urza Saga. Well, I mean, 1, 2, 3. Menace up the Minotaurs, I guess. We're not blocking Uro anyway. Hit ya. Oh, if we could have kept our Neheb and it didn't get forced, we might have been in good shape. Opponent gets in for a few million. Or 6 with Uro. Opponent hits us. Down to 12. Draws a card. Uro doing what it does. Baleful Strix. Pretty bad for us. Opponent passes. Well, Urza Saga triggers. I'll play the land. Yeah, I guess we pass. And we gotta block the Uro. Now they have the Baleful Strix. They get to kill the Sethron with like a Rexage, which is pretty bad. Opponent, land, intuition. Oh, so this gets to Allurans, and then we lose? Ugh. Wow, that was close. If we could have dodged the Uro, I think we would have gotten it. Opponent, untaps, goes to combat, attacks, Uros. Well, we kill the Uro. Hooray! So Uro, boom, dead. Whatever will you do, opponent? Cracks Polluted Delta, Living Wish to get a Serac, I assume, and then yeah. All right, so that is infinite. Oh, wow, that was close, so close. Oh, Sethron failed us. I guess I failed us. Oh, next time. We'll get him next time. Against odds time. We are Minotauring in Legacy, playing my namesake, Sethron, and friends. I mean, we'll keep this. Urza Saga can get our Didgeridoo. We'll see if we live long enough for it to matter. Preordain. So I think what we're probably going to do is turn 1 Chalice on 1. Well, that makes it even easier. All right, Chalice of the Void on 1. Opponent dazes. We will Simian Spirit Guide to pay for the daze. Oh, the monkey coming through. Pass the turn. Okay, now we can Rabblemaster into Neheb. Lotus Petal. Opponent passes. Morag. Well, unfortunately, we need to play red mana. I guess we're in the casting stuff phase at the moment. Rabblemaster. Go to combat. Token. Hit ya. Well, hopefully this Chalice is enough protection. Our opponent seems to be storming. Another Lotus Petal. And cracks the petals. Doomsday. Okay, does this mean we're dead? Are we dead through a Chalice on 1? I guess. Oh, okay. We're not dead through a Chalice on 1. Chalice on 1 is enough. Oh, okay. So opponent's doomsdaying. Oh my god. How do we fight? The one thing I'll say about this deck is I don't feel like we're very good at fighting combo decks. Like that is our biggest weakness. Blast in, definitely keeping the Chalices, which is probably our best game plan. Go down, Curse Scroll. Go down Shadow Sphere. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's basically it. Yeah, go Minotaurs. None of this other stuff does anything, right? Pithing Needle, no. Relic, Shadow Sphere. Yeah, run it back. Well, we got game 1 thanks to Chalice. We didn't actually get a Minotaur on the battlefield, which is a little disappointing, but this hand loses hard to a Thoughtseize. We have 2 blasts. Yeah, all right, I think we keep. It is risky, just because discard on Chrome Mox might mean we don't do anything. But if we don't get hit by a Thoughtseize, we'll have Pyroblast, we'll have Urza Saga to get our Didgeridoo, so we actually are in business, potentially? Yeah, we'll see. Opponent, Polluted Delta. Uh-oh. Please a cantrip? Please? Okay, not a Thoughtseize. Lotus Petal. How quickly are we dying? Personal Tutor. For the Doomsday. Cracks. Ritual. Street Wraith. Whoa, my god. Okay. Well, that's quite the turn 1. That is quite the turn 1. So I think we're hoping we just draw a red source, so we can have a double Pyroblast, red Elemental Blast. The way this deck wins is Thassa's Oracle. So if we can somehow counter the Thassa's Oracle, then we should be good. The problem is our opponent, I assume, is going to set up their pile to have Disruption. So I think we're going to need both to have any chance. And I don't even know if both is going to be enough. But maybe they're great. I mean, we're mono red. Maybe they're not especially worried about us having Disruption on turn 2. But yeah, I would feel much more comfortable. Chromox, a mountain, some sort of red source would make me feel so much better. All right, opponent Doomsdays goes to 8 on turn 1. Passes. Now it's a mountain, so play the mountain, play a Chromox. Exile Morag. And now we see if our blast can save us. Pass the turn. Underground Sea. Opponent. Ideas Unbound. Sure. Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal. Are we gonna win this? Pyroblast. Oh, we didn't even need to. Oh, okay. Well, not the most Minotaurian of games, but not bad. Not bad at all. We'll take it. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Against odds time. We are Minotauring, and I think we keep this. This hand looks so sketchy, but as long as we draw land, these Urza Sagas get our Didgeridoos, and that lets us put Minotaurs into play and we win. Like, Didgeridoo is a card that makes the deck work, so we do really need to hit a land because these Urza Sagas sacrifice themselves, so if we just don't draw land, there is a chance that we're not going to be able to activate the Didgeridoo. But look at, we have the full suite. Every single one of our Minotaurs in hand. So as long as we draw land and don't get immediately like destroyed by a combo deck, look at the Minotaurs. All right, opponent doing a little bit of mulliganing. Sure. And Urza Saga, probably better known as a future Didgeridoo. Pass the turn. All right, Minotaur gods. Give us lands, please. Opponent. Fiery Islet. And passes. Land? Oh my god, Urza Saga. All right, well, when we said land, we didn't necessarily mean more Urza Sagas, but, sure. I mean, this does let us put a Minotaur into play. Uh-oh. Lion's Eye Diamond. City of Traders. Mox Opal. Oh, opponent might be doing something unfair. Rite of Flame. What is going on? Cracks it. Double Echo of Eons. All right, well, there goes our Minotaurs. Sure. Opponent draws a new hand. Ruby Medallion. And Lotus Petal. And Rite of Flame. So it'd be a sweet deck to play sometime. Manamorphose. And Jessica's Will. Burning Wish. Tendrils of Agony. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. One thing we've learned about this deck is while it is very good against fair decks, it is very ungood, if that's a word, against unfair decks. Unfair decks is where this deck really can have some issues, which I guess as a mono red deck probably makes sense that those are not our ideal matchups, but we just don't really have the tools to stop what we just saw from happening. Like, we got a couple of Pyroblasts that are kind of something, but really, we just do not have the tools outside of sticking a Chalice, which kind of can sometimes help. We just don't have the tools to really fight this battle. All right. Chalice on one. Actually, do we Chalice on one? I mean, that's got to be the right play, right? We could go 0. That's the other option. Chalice on 0 Didgeridoo. Maybe that's worth it. But then we'd have to play Chromox first and exile Morag. That's actually really tricky. I mean, I guess we got to exile Morag either way. And then we just hope we draw into Minotaurs. Sethron specifically. You know, I think we Chromox, exile Morag, Urza Saga, Didgeridoo, Chalice on 0. Go. Minotaur. We want to see the Sethron. Come on, Minotaur gods. Reward your faithful with a Minotaur off the top. We got the Didgeridoo. I don't know if you ever heard of a Didgeridoo. It basically sounds exactly like that. Ruby Medallion. Not a Minotaur. Well, Cavern of Souls on Minotaur and pass the turn. So I guess we're on the Construct plan, Construct Tribal. Well, let's see. I mean, our opponent can still win. Chalice shuts down a lot of their mana, but they got the Ruby Medallion. I guess the good news is we've emptied our hand so much, Jessica's Will is not going to be great. Land and Burgie. That's pretty busted. That seems insane in our opponent's deck. Opponent. Passing. Well, 1, 2. Make a Construct. Untap. Cavern. Well, 1, 2. Make a Construct. Grab a Relic of Progenitus. Cavern on Minotaur. Didgeridoo. Headshot. Well, we'll see. I mean, I guess this is a Minotaur hand, right? we pitched a Morag to a to a Chromox, so Minotaur's busted. Busted. Look at the start. Broke it with the Minotaurs. About it. Well, let's see if they can win through this Chalice. Manamorphose. I mean, they're going to make all the mana in the world, so I would not be surprised if our opponent just still wins here. Burgie is a really powerful card if you get to untap with it. About it. Shatter Skull. Burning Wish. For what? Interesting that it's still Burning Wish and not the new wish. Oh god, Shattering 3. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, now we're definitely super duper dead. Opponent just gets to blow up. Well, yeah, blows up the Chalice. Lotus Petal. Chrome Mox. Well, Chalice on 0 did seem to be a decent choice. It was slowing our opponent down. Oh my god, Burning Wish. For what? Reforge the Soul. Well, new hand. Yeah, it seems pretty likely our opponent wins from here. Lion's Eye Diamond. Well, I mean, this is a good time to talk about what we've seen with this deck. It's sweet against fair decks that are trying to play creatures and do things like that. Much less sweet against, oh god, it struggles a lot more against unfair decks. It is possible to beat an unfair deck if they stumble and we have like turn 2 Sethron or something, Morag, but the unfair decks are where this deck really struggles. All right, so that should be game. Burning Wish number 3, black mana, Tendrils. I mean, we'll let them show it, but yeah, that's been kind of the case of the Minotaurs. Really good against decks playing fair Magic, not so much against decks that are comboing. All right. Well, sweet to see Mono Red Storm go off. Although I think it's cheating that a black card is the finisher, but. We'll get him next time. Against odds time. We are no Didgeridoo, no keep. I think that's the rule of this deck. This is actually not bad. Not bad at all. We can put Shadowsphere to the bottom. So we have Didgeridoo. Yeah, we'll keep this. So Shadowsphere to the bottom. See what our opponent's doing. Volcanic Island. Passes. Ooh, Ancient Tomb. Well. Ancient Tomb. Chrome Mox. Exile Akum Warrior. So I think our plan is Chalice on 1 this turn with mana to pay for days. Okay. Chalice on 1 this turn without mana to pay for days. All right. Well, I guess we've been delved. Opponent, Volcanic Island, passes. We will play Didgeridoo with mana to pay for days. Oh my god. They're gonna force it? Force of Will. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, come on, Magic Gods. Why? Why do you do this to the Minotaurs? Opponent passes. We draw. Simian, all right. Simian Spirit Guide on Minotaur. There is good news. You cannot stifle a Simian Spirit Guide. Boom. Mana ability. Boom. Cavern of Souls. Cannot counter our Sethron. Try to stifle us, will you, Delver? Now what do you say? What do you say? Yes. Oh, that feels so good. After our opponent had that star of on the play, Stifle Days, Force of Will, it feels so good to stomp it with a Minotaur. Oh, that is so deserved. Wow. Stifled. Oh. Well, we got there. That's what counts. Okay. So, this is a good Chalice matchup. We do want the Chalices. I think our deck is more or less trying to beat up on Delver decks. That's my impression. Do we go down the Rabble Masters? We can go down Rabble Masters and go up Pyroblast Pyroblast Red Elemental Blast into Dead Gauns and just go on fully on the Minotaur plan. I mean, we are a Minotaur deck. Wow. Our opponent had so much disruption, but we overcame. That's a lot of Chrome Moxes, isn't it? Well, we're going to keep. This is going to be similar to last game, I think. Opponent. Misty. Cracks it. More Chrome Moxes than we really want. Volcanic. Ragavan. Ugh. Okay. Well, we will. Ancient Tomb. Chrome Mox. Exile. Big Neheb. Chalice of the Void. X1. All right. This should be good. Hopefully this is good. The next turn, we can pitch Red Blast to Chrome Mox. Please don't Wasteland us. Pitch Wasteland to Chrome Mox and play Neheb. Opponent hits us. Treasures. Steals the Simian Spirit Guide. We do need to fade the Wasteland. Wasteland would be bad. Opponent almost played a 1-drop into our Chalice. Chalice should be pretty strong against our opponent's deck. Misty. Cracks it. Tropical Island. And cast the Simian Spirit Guide. Fair enough. Ooh, Cavern that is a good draw. Cavern on Minotaur. Chrome Mox. Pitch Red Blast. Neheb. Actually, we didn't really need to play that. That might be a punt. We probably should have held on to the Chrome Mox Red Blast to discard, actually. Ugh. Yeah, that's You can yell at me a little bit on that one. About it. We got Minotaur number 1, and it's not bugged on Magic Online. Arena, anyone's guess. We've had some issues with our friend Neheb Dreadhorde champion in the past. Definitely bugged. Definitely bugged, not a bug. Oh, Bugger Punt. That's a new one. We've had Punter Bluff. Now we have Punter Bug. About it. 2 mana. Now I just mostly want to draw Minotaurs. Petty Thief, okay. Well, opponent continues to annoy us. Wasteland. Wow. Oh, is this the full combo? Blows up Cavern. Okay. So then they're going to counter Neheb on the way back down? Opponent hits us. No. Are we going to end up losing this? Opponent steals Sethron. Gets a treasure. We draw Didgeridoo. Well, we will play Didgeridoo. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Wow, that's an embarrassment. That is an embarrassment. Whoa, my goodness. Oh, okay, game 3. The editor will fix that. The editor will fix that.
Nope.
And make me look smart.
Nope.
I mean, Didgeridoo is our best card. So I just got a little excited when we drew it. Oh, Sand's so slow. So turn 1 Ancient Tomb, turn 2 Neheb. I think we got a mulligan. All right, well, we'll keep. We will put a Red Blast to the bottom. Yeah, Red Blast to the bottom. All right, well, let's see if they got Force Blue card. We're on the place where they can't daze us. Oh, the problem is, yeah, I think actually we got a Didgeridoo. Urza Saga. As tempting as it is to play the Chalice on one, I think we have to Didgeridoo. Do you have Force? Okay, Didgeridoo down. All right. Let's see what our opponent can do. Taps. Now we're kind of just rooting for our opponent to play like a Ragavan, because we have Morag to put into play. Trop. Ignoble Hierarch. Sure. Opponent passes. Well, take up Urza Saga. Ancient Tomb. Yeah, let's do this now. Our opponent's tapped out. Morag. Turn 2. The biggest, baddest Minotaur. Not the best, that's Sethron, but that is a turn 2 6/6 with upside. All right, opponent, let's see what you got. Wow, Didgeridoo can do some busted things. We really need to win this, or the focus is going to be on casting our Didgeridoo into Chalice last game and scooping in shame. We need to win this one so people forget about that. Opponent, what do you got? I mean, this is a fast start. Wasteland blows up the Saga, okay, and abrades the Didgeridoo. It's up to you, Morag. We draw a Pyroblast, which is sweet. So go to combat, hit our opponent for 6. Post combat, play a Mountain, play Chalice on 1. Go to combat, hit ya for 8. Opponent's down to 5. Hopefully they don't have Petty Thief. That's a card that could get our opponent out of this. Oh! Oh, redemption. Man, this deck plays so much better when you don't cast your own Didgeridoos into your own Chalice of the Voids. That's the big takeaway. Actually, biggest takeaway, turn 2 Morag is kind of insane. Second biggest takeaway, life is easier when you're not casting Didgeridoos into Chalices. Well, all right. Minotaur power. Sweet. So what do we learn this week about Legacy Minotaurs? And overall, you're seeing a compilation of a couple of leagues I played. I went 2-3, and then currently I'm 1-1 in another league, which would put us at 3-4 overall, which I guess means Legacy Minotaurs is competitive-ish, although probably not consistently 5-0 competitive. I think my overall impression of the deck is it can do some busted things. We had games where we were had a Morag in play on turn 2 and would it just win the game by itself, or Sethron going off the hilarious game against Madness where opponent had all their Vengevines, all their Hollow Ones, all their Root Wallas, and they just couldn't get through the wall of Minotaurs. So eventually Sethron closes things out by menacing up the team. So the deck actually worked really well, although I will say, I feel like this is a deck that has really good and really bad matchups. Our overall experience was we are really competitive against fair-ish style decks that are playing creatures, attacking the Delvers, and random mid-range decks of the world. Those matchups are where a deck really shines, because Minotaurs are just big and powerful and hard for those style of decks to keep up with. On the other hand, we kind of get crushed by combo. Against combo, we occasionally can win. We saw it against Doomsday. If we just stick a Chalice on turn 1, that can sometimes maybe sort of let us win. But the bad matchups are the Storm decks, even Alluring combo decks, because as a mono red deck, we're not really that disruptive. We don't have the pieces to, like, you know, Thalia a combo, or Rule of Law, or Force of Will, or Force of Negation. We just, like, don't have the hate cards to really stop unfair decks. And as powerful as Minotaurs are, our best draw is, like, turn 1 Didgeridoo, turn 2 put, like, a Morag or a Sethron into play, and that lets us win on, like, turn 4. But that doesn't do much if our opponent's just, like, combo killing us on turn 2 or turn 3. So I think it's a tale of good and bad matchups. I imagine the person who went 5-0 with it probably just hit the good matchups and played against fair decks. So, like, Delver is really popular. This deck seems really good against Delver decks. So they probably hit the fair matchups a few times in a row, and the deck really shines there. But be warned, when you run into the Storms of the World and the other unfair combo decks, Belcher style stuff, then it gets a little bit worse. But the deck's sweet, it's fun. Sethron actually felt really good. The other Minotaurs actually felt really good. So yeah, overall I really like the deck. The only change I made to the deck is the original list had 4 artifact lands, and I could not for the life of me figure out why I had 4 Great Furnaces in this deck. It doesn't really seem to have any meaningful synergy. Like, I couldn't find anything. And then people were, like, playing Null Rods when I was testing it, and, like, Stony Silence effects and just absolutely blowing us out. So because I couldn't find a reason to have the artifact lands, I cut them. I almost think that whoever built the deck made the Urza Saga punt of thinking you could tutor up an artifact land, which is a really easy common punt because an artifact land is a 0 mana artifact, but Urza Saga specifically needs a 0 generic mana symbol artifact like Chrome Mox, so you can't actually get artifact land. So that was my guess. Is the idea was you could get it with Urza Saga, because I couldn't even find any other potential synergy. But otherwise, I mean, the deck's sweet. So that is Legacy Minotaurs. If you were expecting Vorpal Sword, don't worry, it's coming next week, and it's super sweet. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed Sethron and Friends, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.